Cave Story. We talked about it a lot last week because rdein of Momodora fame was heavily inspired by Pixel's work Cave Story and his other games. And so I thought I could do a bit of a look back at, those other games that are completely overshadowed by Cave Story. Pixel Daisuke Amaya has done a lot of cool stuff, a lot of experimental things over the years. So we're going all the way back to 1997, and we're going to start there and look at some of the stuff that he's done. So yeah, it should be fun. We'll get right into it. This is number one. Oh, that's not a good sound. I don't know if you picked that up. I've got the volume quite low at the moment, actually. But yeah, there's some sneezing and coughing to introduce the title screen, which is a little off-putting in this day and age. But yeah, this is from all the way back in 1997 when Amaya was, I guess, just starting out with programming. But of course, he's known for being a holistic developer. He does the programming for his games. He also does music and art. And sometimes he'll collaborate and do one or several of those things on someone else's project. But, that is actually loud now, so I'll turn that down. There'll be a bit of volume adjustment as we go on, so bear with me on that. So this is just a fun little mini game, almost like a WarioWare thing, I would say. Okay, just trying to get the balance. I didn't do a whole lot of setup in advance for this one like I did with the rdein stream and the Castlevania stream. That's okay. So yeah, this is called JiL JiL from 1997, and it's very simple. All you do is move your little catworm around, and the goal is to hit the lemon. That gives you some points, adding to my score. But you need to avoid the little sparkle, which is creating paw print tracks as it goes around. If the sparkle touches you, your game is over. And getting it in a corner is actually very lucrative. You can rack up a bunch of points in a row. So yeah, there's not much to it, but you can see the beginnings of Pixel style that he would be later known for, and the obsession with cats, which is a common part of that style. Oh, okay, I guess if the sparkle touches the cat's face, that's the problem. Oh, now it looks really loud again. Hold on. Dang volume slider. Sorry about this. Okay, we'll do a couple of runs, but this really is just a little diversion. There'll be more substantial things later in the stream, I hope. Yes, so I guess Pixel's most famous games are platformers. Cave Story, of course, is the most famous, but Ikachan has some notoriety, also because of its re-release on 3DS. There was an expanded port. But Kero Blaster is the more recent one, and that's been ported to a lot of different platforms. There's an interesting story behind it, but we'll cover it in more depth near the end of the stream, because the last games I'm going to be playing today are sort of demos for Kero Blaster. So everything I'm playing today is completely free and available. Some of it's on Daisuke Amaya's own website, but you can also go to cavestory.org, which is the website I had shown at the start of the stream there. It's an English language fan site that hosts downloads for a lot of his older and more obscure games, as well as any freeware games that he's released. In addition to, fan mods, translations, especially, English translations, because the original games are mostly in Japanese. We can see here score, high score, exit, they're all in... Oh, what hit me there? I guess the sparkle hit my tail. Maybe it's the sparkle hitting the tail that does you in. Well. But yeah, the bottom left is some Japanese. It says Tema Shippo ga abunai. So I think Tema is theme. It's like a loan word there. And Shippo ga abunai. Abunai is like dangerous. Or like watch out. I'm not sure what Shippo is actually. Shall I look that up? Nobody's in chat right now. I wonder, where was the chat thing in OBS? I've had that before. but it's disappeared now. I don't know where it is. I'll just make sure my iPad's doing the right thing. Oh no, it's just me. All good. Okay, I'm looking up Shippo real quick and then we'll move on to the next game. Shippo. Tail. An animal's tail. So watch out for your tail, or like, you know, yeah, mind your tail is the key there. So that was JiL JiL 1997. In 98, he released Pio Pio, which is a music editing software, and there's going to be a few of those in his history. And then Doggy Wyvern in 1998 was something he worked on but never publicly released. And then also in 1998, Azarashi, which is another sort of minigame. It was remade in 2001, and again in, what's the other year? 2012 for a commercial release on iOS. So it's just a cheap iOS app that you can buy there. But the earlier iteration of it is here. This is the 2001 version. I've put it in the 1998 slot, although this is a redo of the 1998 game. I couldn't get the original working, unfortunately, but the 2001 port works on the computer just fine. So this is also a bit of a mini game, but it kind of reminds me. Oh gosh. It reminds me more of a Pokemon Stadium minigame, and the volume's gone up again, so that's better. Yeah, your buttons are 1, 2, and 3, and you have to hit your sort of shooting arrows with those inputs, and you want to stop the seals from falling off screen, and if you hit them, the sooner you hit them, the more points you get out of it, and you just got to get a high score there. And it works the same on all the different ports over the years. Of course, on iOS, you'll have a touch screen to tap. And if you press the input too early, then you'll unfortunately miss and hit the seal with an arrow, and it's a little bit distressing, so I'll try not to show that. As long as you hit it after they've been dropped, you will save the seal, or, well, I don't know if you're saving them really. It's kind of like a carnival game. You're trying to win a toy, maybe. But they are moving. Yeah. The point is just to get a high score, but you can recognize Pixel style again. The characteristic pixel art style of Pixel. Who chose that name for a reason, you gotta admit. And also in the background, you can again see the motifs of his work reoccurring. A cat character and a frog character, and we might see those a few more times today, possibly. But I know Kero Blaster is definitely the ultimate expression of that as character types. Cool beans. Well, that's all there is to the game, really. So I've just beaten my high score, so we might leave it there. That's Azarashi, again available for free on cavestory.org. And let's do the little Easter egg thing. There was like an extra file that if you put it in the game files, something changes about it. And you have to make a blank file called love and put it there. And then something happens. It looks the same to me. This instruction was on cavestory.org, but oops! No! I accidentally hit the seal. Poor thing. Okay, maybe love is a kind of censoring thing, because I do recall it was a little bit more graphic last time when I accidentally hit a seal, so glad we didn't see that. I guess that's what love does. Cool. Yep. Okay, so we're going to stay in 1998 for the next run. This is called rdein, and it's maybe not so much a game, it's sort of a mix of the two types of software that Pixel has put out at this point on cavestory.org that you can see. Those being, you know, a music tool and a game. So this is kind of an interactive music application. So if I click at any place on the screen, it'll create little droplets which will add to the music or more likely detract from the music because I'm randomly dropping them and it maybe doesn't sound so good. But you can drop them anywhere, you can get snare hits. But yeah, it just ruins it. It's better just to let it run and sort of hypnotically watch it while listening to the Pixel track, which by the way is quite soft, so I'll turn that up. Of course, Pixel's music is great. In an interview, when asked about his composition style, how he described it, and he's an odd interviewee because his answers are maybe a little bit vague or tangential. But when asked about how he composes music, he said that he doesn't have the whole thing in mind beforehand. What he does is just kind of puts a few notes together, sees how it sounds. If it sounds good, he keeps it. If not, he throws it out. So kind of a very iterative style of creating sound. While this is running, I'm going to really quick search for the chat thing in OBS. OBS is like a chat integration with Twitch. I just want to make sure, because it says I have 2 viewers now, so someone else has hopped in. Say hello if you're there. Maybe I'll try and get a dialogue going. Docs? Yeah, there it is, chat, okay. So I'll pull that up. Put that somewhere. And there's nothing. Awesome. That's alright. I'm perfectly fine talking to myself. Where can I put that? Over here. So that's a cute little thing. And again, we see the cat character appearing, or a cat. So after 1998, we actually move on to Ikachan, which is maybe the first notable game release that Pixel did. I've shown this off on the stream before briefly during the very first Dolphin Games showcase. And I will have to change the window for this. Nope. What? Oh, what? Sorry, hold on. Yeah, this one. Okay, cool. Just remove this. Some OBS trickery there. Okay. Yeah, Ikachan's really cool. I don't know if I'll have time to do a full run through, but I'll show it off briefly and maybe revisit it later in the stream if I have time. Oh, this is sort of Pixel's self-insert, I suppose, given the label, as a cat character. That's cool. In that same interview, which he did with... oh, who was it? It was a name I recognized. No, that's gone. But it's linked at the bottom of the Wikipedia article for Daisuke Amaya. He talks about... What was I going to say? Yeah, he talks about his own like appearance because he's kind of mysterious in a way, I guess. And he said, oh, I'm a bit private, I don't want to take a photo of myself, but I'll describe what I look like and then draw myself. That was kind of cute. But by now he has sort of become a little more public, especially after Nicholas took up publishing Cave Story and things like that. He's maybe been a bit more public, so you can see his photo on his Wikipedia page holding a Wii remote. So that would have been around the time of the WiiWare release of Cave Story. So I should address this. Last week during my rdein stream, I talked about the legacy of Pixel and Cave Story. I may have been a bit hasty when talking about the conditions of his relationship with Nicholas, which is really something I really don't know about or can talk with authority about. So this is the English fan translation of Ikachan. All the dialogue's going to be translated into English, which is nice. And yeah, we play as a little squid. It's a sort of mini Metroidvania. You're traversing this kind of undersea, cartoony open world. You know, it's slightly open, actually. Let me turn the music down. Hopefully you've been able to hear me. Ugh. Not being very good about that today. But yeah, like, I tried to look into it a bit more, and I think the quote-unquote controversy about Pixel's relationship with Nicholas is partially speculation. We don't really know the details. He's credited in Cave Story 3D, so he was involved in some way there, but nobody really knows how. People say he made enough money from the Cave Story deal to quit his job and just become a game developer full-time, which is nice. But yeah, I think the controversy that exists, that seems to exist with the whole Nicholas thing, it's related to other issues that they've had with the other developer relationships. I don't know exactly about their deal with Pixel, but they've had problems with other developers coming from the publisher side. But people also like to argue about how the re-releases for Cave Story changed things, and maybe they used some mod work from community members without compensation or credit, but that's disputed. So it's all a bit complicated, and maybe I shouldn't say anything definitive about it. So anyway, this guy tells you about the plot. Earthquakes happen. Ironhead is this big mean fish, and you need a pearl to get by. It's a sort of key item here. Yes, I'm looking for one, but I don't actually know how to proceed right now. To be honest, I've played through this, but it was a while ago. What I'd really like to do is play through the game on 3DS, because from what I've read on cavestory.org, there we go, I just had to investigate it a bit further. The spy cat. So this lets me break blocks, and thus completes the design of Ikachan, the character, who is a small squid who is very cute. And with the spy cat, yeah, we can break those kind of blocks and get up here and open up the rest of the game. So yeah, Nicholas did the Cave Story ports. They also ported... I might have to get that. I'll just leave that for a second. Are you getting it? Thank you. Yeah, but that's another connection to rdein that I was mentioning last week. So I played Momodora 1 almost to the end. I played about half of 2. I realized afterwards I got about halfway through because it's quite a short game. And I showed just the very brief opening bits of 3. And having now finished all of them after the stream, I noticed a few Ikachan cameos. So you can find an Ikachan shaped hat in Momodora 1. You see a graffiti on the wall of Ikachan in Momodora 2. So there's rdein really showing what he's been influenced by, which is Daisuke Amaya and his work, and being really upfront with it in the work itself, which is cool. And it's cute seeing Ikachan again, because when I first played this, I was really charmed by it and pleased with it. So it's good to see it getting some love in the indie game development community, you know? Alright, so the crab cannot be hurt by my spy cat, apparently. There is a way to hurt enemies later, but yeah, this game is really cute. You explore as well. Oh, I found the fish stash. Let's read the sign. Hold on. Curiosity killed the cat. Oh no, what does that mean? So maybe the most notable thing about the game overall is the movement system, because Ikachan, your only controls are face left, face right at 45 degrees, and then the sort of push movement thing. And then if you're facing the other way, you move in that direction. And it's kind of... a strange system. You don't have direct control. You have to be a little, you know, careful with how you move, and it's interesting, and it's a little bit unique, you know. So it's really cool. And yeah, Gibbon's here. Hello, Gibbon. Good to see you. I've been quiet here all by myself. Well, I haven't been quiet. I'm always talking. But yeah, I think this is what it means. Curiosity killed me. I came in here, and then I was locked, and now I have no choice but to die. So like I said, I don't have the time to completely go through this game. I'm more interested in checking out other ones later on. But Ikachan's really cute. It's nice. You can get it for free on cavestory.org with the English translation, or you can buy it on the 3DS eShop. But not if you live in my, you know, backwater country. Apparently, you have to live either in the US or Japan. Although now that I mention it, directly on my desk right here is a Japanese 3DS that I borrowed from a family member. And live on stream, I'm just going to go check the eShop and see if I can get Ikachan on my Japanese 3DS. Not mine. I will have to return it, which makes me a bit more hesitant to buy things, because I really don't know what the differences are. I've seen a bit of footage online, but not a complete playthrough. And what the footage reveals is that they've redone the UI, they've souped up the graphics a little bit, which is all pretty cool. Oh yes, the Wi-Fi switch was off, but... yeah, so this is rdein from 1998. It's a little interactive music tool given, which I'm just going to leave on for a second while I load up the eShop on the side and have a look at it. So by this point we're up to 1999, and in a few years Cave Story is going to be released, and that's going to be Pixel's big break. But he does some other small projects in and around that I'm going to have a look at as well. Yeah, Gibbon's mentioning the 3DS version. It looks a little different. This is one of the minor controversies with Nicholas's ports, is that they have redone the pixel art to make it higher res, and the purists who are big fans of the original game maybe disagree with that decision, or especially not giving the option of having the original graphics, although I'm not sure if later Cave Story ports reinstate the early graphics as an option. I really don't know. There's just so many ports of Cave Story at this point that it's hard to keep track, and they all have quite different feature sets. So I'm just going to search for Ika. Oh man. The eShop on 3DS is just so slow to load, isn't it? I just got a bunch of videos. Hold on. I think I have to be more specific with my search term. Ikachan. Ya? Where's the ya? The small ya. Japanese keyboards, my gosh. This is really frustrating. Hold on a second. This was probably a bad idea. Yeah, this one. What? Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Got it. And then, Okay, cool. Ikachan is here. Oh, it looks so dang cute. Maybe I do need to buy this. How much is it? 300 yen? That's super cheap. I'm definitely buying that later. But that's something for off stream. Okay. So like I said, 1999. After this we've got a few more tools. Org Maker for music, Pixtone for graphics, and he's released these tools publicly. There's the 2001 remake of Azarashi that I showed off before. He also released a sort of art collection of 100 kittens or kitties, 100 kitties, Neko 100, drawn in pixel art style, as well as a short series of humorous manga with a cat character. So again, we're seeing those cats coming in. Then there's a reversey game. He programmed a game called Megane, or Glasses, but I'm not going to show that off because I think for the stream format, it's more fun to look at ones that have the music or visual element that Pixel did. So, but yeah, he programmed that one. The art was by Rakase and Naoku, music by Darkman, and then Pixelread SMF. That takes us all the way up to 2004 when Cave Story was released. Now, Cave Story, I'm not going to show you that. You've seen Cave Story before, and if you haven't, just go check out someone else playing it, because seriously, it's everywhere. After that, Pickstone Collage, Shine Shine Galaxy, which is a shoot 'em up with music by Pixel, but visuals and programming by BA2. I decided I would skip over that one as well, and get to one that Pixel was more directly involved with, which is this one. And I'll get that window up right now. There you go. This is called Guxed, or Gusto. This was released in 2007 and is pretty loud in the OBS window, so I'll just turn that down. Given appreciated the rain music, that's nice. So yeah, this one's completely done by Pixel, and I believe it has controller support that it will just recognize if you've got a controller plugged in, which is nice. So let's start it up. This is a shoot 'em up with music and graphics and programming all by Pixel. Given saying, oh, not sure I've seen this one. I think after Cave Story, then Keroblaster, then Ikachan, this is maybe the next best known because it's mentioned, I think, on his Wikipedia page, Guxxed. But yeah, it's still, you know, it's a small game. It's a shmup, just released as freeware. It's not super substantial, but you might notice some motifs that are familiar to his work. The kind of eyeball thing that's happening with the enemies. Okay, so there was a choice of power-ups there. I picked Spread Shot instead of the laser one. Yeah, holding it down is pretty similar firing speed to just mashing, so that's good. So what I appreciate about this shmup is something that certain shmups can struggle with at times. Making enemy shots very visible by choosing a really muted color palette for most of the graphics. The shots that the enemies are putting out are very distinctive and they stand out. You will notice them straight away because they're orange in color. Oh man, is there only one? Yeah, you only have one life. Okay, I'll have to be more careful this time. Maybe I'll try the laser power up too. So I'm not great at shmups, but I think they can be really fun. I do like to play them sometimes. But, you know, because I don't have much experience with them, I like them to be easy. This one is maybe not so easy. So I had one life to start with, and then I lost it. And we can see that these spinning dudes, they're sort of hollow and can be shot down in one hit. But then there's other variations that are solidly colored in, and they will take one hit and then turn into an outline version. Ugh, okay. Maybe we don't need to kill every single one. But yeah, this is interesting because Pixel's most famous games are these platformer type action games, and this one being a shmup is a little bit of a different thing. Although, okay. So the Megane game, the glasses game that I mentioned earlier, is sort of a shmup. You're walking along the ground and you have to get glasses that are falling from the sky to land on your face. It's kind of similar to a shmup setup, but a different, you know, objective. You can see games like this from time to time. Like, why is the only thing coming to mind like Mr. Pants 2000, the rare mascot fan game made by Chris Alcock? Anyway, that's a thing that exists. Maybe I'll stream that one time. We'll see. So these are cool. These little enemy characters are a little bit squid-like in their movements, aren't they? Of course, it's important to dodge enemy shots, but also contact with the enemies, because that's what did me in last time. It's getting hit from below. So you want to stay up about the mid-range of the screen. Those, yeah. So these ones aren't going to hurt you as they're going up the screen, but only as they come back down the screen, which is sort of indicated by the state of the eyeball. Oh, I've lost my power-up. That's really unfortunate, because now these ones are going to take a few more hits to take out. Oh well. And for these ships, the weak point is the eyeball, and if you hit him anywhere else, it does no damage. Nuts. And you only have 2 lives. This is just tough. Of course, you probably unlock that by finishing the game. Let's give it another go, I suppose. I think I preferred the... I was going to say I preferred the machine gun, but maybe the wide shot's better because I can keep myself a little bit more out of harm's way as I attack. Yeah, so I'll get that again when it comes up. Twin! And it's much faster anyway. It also added little doovies to the side of my ship visually, which is a nice touch. I'm trying to remember. Maybe I should have refreshed myself on Cave Story a bit more. Because I'm noticing a heavy use of this eyeball motif here, which is definitely something that rdein latched onto in his Momodora and other games as a visual element. And now I wish I could say for sure whether Cave Story uses that motif as well. I've missed that other speed power up because I was too busy trying to stay alive, but we've actually reached a boss, which is nice. So we might be approaching the end of this game. I don't actually know how long it is, to be honest. Oh boy. So with these kinds of bosses in shoot 'em ups, I expect that you're able to, yep, okay, to hit the turrets on the side, take them out, which eases the burden on you a little bit in terms of dodging. It'll keep me a bit safer, hopefully. And yeah, that sort of side-on view is coming a little bit, side-on, you know, shots is coming a little bit in handy, helping me feel safer. But that's it. That's boss 1 down. Yeah, stage 1 clear. Ooh, I don't know how much there is to this game, but we'll keep going through this life at least. What's the time? Yeah, we're doing well. Oh, what? Okay. Contact with the asteroids is deadly. Keep it in mind, people. Oh, now I've lost my speed power up. I'm so slow, and I've immediately got game over. Dang, that's rough. Well, hopefully there's a complete playthrough of that online, because I think I might stop there. So again, according to cavestory.org, which has this complete catalogue of Pixel's works over the years, we've got Drop in Coda Org in 2008, the year after Guxxed. That's another music program. Akantares, which is some kind of abstract competitive game where you manipulate the orbits of projectiles. It's a little strange, but I'm not doing that. And then there's some Cave Story re-releases. He contributed to WarioWare DIY with an Ikachan themed minigame, which is really cool. You could download that through the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection while that was still a thing. I think it's all been archived online, but last time I tried uploading those to a save data and then like running the WarioWare DIY through a flash card, it didn't work. I don't know what the problem was, but you can at least see that online if you need more Ikachan content. You can get like 3 more seconds of it with this WarioWare microgame. In 2010 there was Soap Run, which is a... how would you describe that exactly? It's like a top-down dungeon crawler thing, but it had this sort of MMO element, which is gone now. So I'm not going to play that one. There's a complete playthrough of that online as well in offline mode. Some more Cave Story re-releases. Night Sky in 2011, which is a game by Niflis, aka Nicholas Negrin, which is like a silhouette thing with a ball that you control. Pixel was credited with the story for that. Some more Cave Story releases, Azarashi's release on iOS in 2012, and then Rockfish, which is kind of part of the saga of Keroblaster. But before we get onto that, another thing that happened in 2013 was Ikachan 3DS, and then the next game I'm playing, Piranhan. This one? Yeah, okay, here we go. Piranhan, which is a pun on piranha, the biting fish of the South American Amazon basin, and nyan, which is the sound a cat makes in Japanese. So this is a co-creation of Pixel. He did the graphics and the sound, while the programming was handled by a sort of group of Unity developers in Japan, and this was sort of a live, like, game jam creation session thing that, let me see if I have my controls set up. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Pixel collaborating with other people basically. But because this is both visuals and sound by Pixel, I'm gonna show this one because you can again see the cat-based theme that he likes to do. And yeah, this is all done in Unity, even though it's in that classic Pixel style of pixels. Oops. Yeah, so you can see the piranhas approaching. Oh, they're coming fast this time. Okay, cool. You see them approaching through the background, and you get a better score if you hit them in midair as they approach. Oh, that's so cute. I guess the fish got to eat the cats got to eat the fish that I caught, but one went hungry. So let's try and feed all those cats, shall we? Ittakimasu. That's sort of a ritual thing that you do in Japan. As you leave the house, you say ittakimasu, and whoever else is in the house replies. What do they reply? I don't remember. It means, like, you know, see you later, basically. And there's a similar thing when you come home as well. Yatta ne! It's like, hooray. So I guess this is like daddy cat going out to hunt for fish, or mommy cat, I'm not sure which. And then bring them home to the young kitties. And yeah, like I said, if you manage to get to the right position underneath the... Yeah, see, I got 100 points rather than 20, but you can still shoot them when they're on the ground. Maybe you have to get more in the air to get that better high score to feed all the little kitties. But it's not too hard to do well, it looks like. Still one hungry kitty. But yeah, as Gibbon points out, this is another instance of Pixel's preoccupation with cats, which is fair enough. I am very much a cat person myself, so I appreciate it. Yes, if you hit it just above the ground, it still counts. You don't even have to be under it like that. Oops! But that's what happens if you get too close, of course. That's a classic pose. You can see actually that happening in Cave Story. There's one boss where it's like a train or something, or a big machine, and after you destroy it, like a cat jumps out and goes meow, and has that sort of sprite look to it. I think that cat in Cave Story is a recurring element that you can see in some other of Pixel's works. I'm sure it's there if you check out the Neko 100 art project that, again, you can find on cavestory.org. Alright, that's enough Piranhan. Again, it's more of a mini game really than anything. The most substantial releases, of course, are all ones that have now been released commercially. That's Cave Story, Ikachan, and Keroblaster. But that does bring us up to Keroblaster, actually, because that was 2013. By 2014, Keroblaster was released, but Rockfish was part of the development. So this is a game that Pixel was working on, but then he decided it wasn't really going anywhere, so he cancelled that and started on Keroblaster instead. And that's another thing that he tooled around with for a while. It has a frog protagonist and a cat damsel in distress. but after a while he decided to scrap the game, retool it. It came back as Kero Blaster, and this has less of that annoying trope that I hate of the damsel in distress, which is nice, and it reframes things with this sort of fun Japanese office culture type thing that if you are a fan of the animated show Agretsuko, which sort of is a satire of that kind of thing, it's pretty similar, which is fun. And this is sort of another co-production because Pixel did a lot of stuff on it, but he had a collaborator in Kiyoko Kawanaka who, according to cavestory.org, handled mapping, level design, and for the prologue game's story as well. Oh, and music on Pink Heaven. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, Keroblaster, it's a commercial release. It's, I think, $7.50 on Steam, if I recall correctly, or maybe that's the sale price that I saw recently. So it's not too expensive, but it's also pretty short. But it was updated after release with a new, extra bonus hard campaign afterwards, which is a really cool addition. I'm actually playing through that right now, outside of stream hours. But also, if you're on PC, you can pick up... Oh, it's on iOS too, actually. You can pick up 2 side games to Keroblaster, and that's what I'm going to play right now. So let me pull that up on screen for you. So Pink Hour was released before Keroblaster. It's sort of a preview of it, a prologue, but also a playable demo that's available for free. After Keroblaster's release, they went back and did a sequel to Pink Hour called Pink Heaven that's also free, so you can grab that too. But it's there to show you the mechanics of Keroblaster, how it works, and the controls and such, the style. It's all... it's all very much the same. And the only difference, I guess, is that instead of the frog salaryman type character, you're playing as the pink blob, who is the president of the company's sort of PA. I don't really know what the story is, but we'll find out in 1 second. But before we do, I want to say one more thing, which is that this game is originally coded for iOS smartphone touchscreen devices, where there were sort of sliders on the bottom where that UI bar is. That's your sort of control area, and you can move back and forth with that. And then there's another little toggle on which direction you're going to be shooting, and then a jump button. So it's a pretty cool little control setup. But as this game gets more difficult, or as Keroblaster as well gets more difficult, it is probably better to have a controller, to be honest. But yeah, let's get into it, and we'll show you all those things that I've been talking about. Oh no, I lost that important document. I better find it before the president gets angry. Better hurry. Yes, I will answer that phone. Okay, so CNF stands for Cat and Frog. That's the company that we work for. Me and the frog dude. Oh no. Oh, this isn't good, is it? Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, my Joy to Key setup was interfering with the controls of the actual game, making it a little bit less smooth. But it does control fairly well, I gotta say. And yeah, if you're shooting... Oops, got knocked out, that's too bad. It's really hard to tell what this blob actually is exactly, but they did some artwork. This was published... I think it was self-published on iOS, but then... they wanted to do console ports, PC ports on Steam, and I think those were handled by Playism, or some of them were at least. And for those releases, there's some new artwork of all the characters in a nice collage with the frog, who I don't think has a name. I don't think anyone has a name actually in this universe, but yeah, the frog looks very happy and is a sort of jumping pose that you see whenever you pick up a major item in the game. But you can see a little bit more detail on this character in that artwork, but you don't actually... I don't know. It doesn't really tell you much more about what she is. She's just a blob. She's got a little tail. I don't even know how she's shooting because the frog character has a gun that he carries around, of course. is kind of a joke at the start. They sent him out in a teleporter to deal with some evil black blobs that are somewhere or other, and that's sort of their job. That's what they refer to as their work. But the blob character sort of asks the cat character, who is your other support character in Keroblaster, like, what is his job? What is he going to do? And the cat goes, his job is custodial sciences. So in a way, you're just kind of cleaning up the place, wherever you are. They teleport you somewhere and then you shoot a bunch of stuff there. It's a little funny, but that's their job. It gets really funny and even more satirical in the post-game campaign that I was talking about. After release, Pixel went in and added this thing called Zhangyal Mode, which means overtime mode. It's, like I said, it's a harder mode, but it's completely remixed, has new enemies and stage layouts and stuff. It's very substantial for an extra post-game mode. But it also has a new plot where it's not just like invasion of the black blobs, go deal with them. It's somebody is creating extra work for us and we have to do all this overtime and we can't go to the company retreat at the hot spring. Again, very Japanese office culture. And it's all coming out of this work creating machine that just creates documents and throws them at people, and then they have to do more work. So we found the important document. Gibbon said from earlier, what an adorable death animation. Everything about this game is adorable. Oh, look, she has hands. I don't think we ever see those in Keroblaster. Okay, so we've retrieved the important document. Make sure not to misplace it. Hooray! And that's the ultimate goal here of Pink Hour, I guess. And these sort of show up as ordinary enemies late in the game in Keroblaster. It's just a pile of these black blobs together that then throw more of them at you. They have about 100 health. So we've dealt with that. Good. What am I shooting? I guess this blob just has the innate power to shoot pink energy out of her mouth. That's cool. You never see her do that in the Keroblaster game, but it's good to know that she can do it if needed. There's one point where the president has in her office, she's a cat, right? This is sort of the evolution of what the cat character from Keroblaster turned into, was the president of the company. She has a pet blob, which is one of these evil things that we're destroying through the rest of the game. And they're sending the frog out to deal with them in all these other places, but then they notice that the one in the president's office is getting even bigger. And the blob and the cat, the scientist cat, turn to each other and like, we're going to have to deal with that ourselves. She's a bit hesitant, but then he says, if we deal with it, then the problem's over and we don't have to do any more overtime. And that's what convinces the blob, and she goes, yes, let's do it. No more overtime. It's very funny. Okay, let's go. This is how basically all the stages in Keroblaster work. We traverse there until we get back to the teleporter to go home. This was a little shorter and simpler. This is, I guess, sort of equivalent to stage 1 or a bit easier than stage 1 in the Keroblaster game. But that's what the demo's for, isn't it? Right, so now we're coming into the president's office, and she has a lot of documents piled up already. Excuse me. Here's the document you need. And yes, the president always talks in this form where you can't see what she's saying. Well, I'll be on my way. Huh? Office supplies? We always order everything at once. Can you give me a memo of what you need? I'll call and order everything right away. Phew. She got away with it. Found the document, returned it. Nobody needs to know that she went through all that danger and hardship. Hello, CNF Inc. here. We would like to order some office supplies. We need 10 ink cartridges and 100 envelopes and... Great work today, signed President. Oh, that's so cute. under the pretense of giving her a stationary order, she gave her an encouraging note. No, just ignore that last part. Yes, please place the order. Okay. Going home on time today. The eternal struggle of the office worker. And that's Pink Hour. Like I said, it's a free demo. You can get it on Steam, you can get it on iOS. Unfortunately, with the console ports of Keroblaster, I wish they had, you know, put out these demos, but they haven't. So those are the only places to get them. So here we go. Daisuke Amaya, program graphic, character design and sound, Kiyoko Kawanaka, planning, map and level design, direction, scenario. So it's very much a collaboration there. And Playism, again, responsible for the ports outside of the smartphone platform. And some nice little montage happening here. Given very charmed by that. Thank you for playing 2014. And yeah, 2014, this is kind of the last we've heard of Pixel's work. I hope he's working on something else, but because yeah, this is really cute. But it's also nice that other people in the indie community are so inspired by his work that they're creating things in a similar style that we can see with the Momodora games. And there's another one I just read about yesterday called Crowtell that I want to look into further. It seems like it's maybe inspired by Keroblaster. It's about a crow who is looking after her hotel and then crazy things happen and you run and gun and it's very cute. So very similar to this, but yes, here is an epilogue scene. We went into the Combini, the convenience store, and this is where you normally go in the game. Well, you go here once, but this type of place is where you go in Keroblaster to upgrade your weapons and stuff. Hello, huh? Just you today? There's normally a grey person as well on the weapons counter. Yep, my partner just headed over to your office. You just missed him. So what do you need today? I don't know if these people are related. I guess they're the same blob creature, but that doesn't mean they're related. I shouldn't assume that. Anyway. I'd like Keroblaster, please. Keroblaster? Huh. I didn't peg you for a gamer. My brother wants a copy. Oh, it's not her brother. Okay. There you go. So I was going to get it for him as a present. Present for your brother, huh? Let's see. Oh, here we are. This is Keroblaster, right? Classic. It's a Famicom cartridge. You do see that a lot in Japanese media. Even WarioWare DIY, as I mentioned earlier, even in the localizations of the game, all the micro games that you create get printed onto something that looks very much like a Famicom cartridge. Very fun stuff. No, that's Astabreed. It's not some gorgeous 3D game. It's a 2D game. What's Astabreed? I gotta look that up. Don't want to pass up any free advertising here. Astabreed, an action shoot-'em-up 3D game published by Playism. There you go. Yep, looks pretty anime. Well, is it this one? That's La Mulana. Keroblaster is much cuter. La Mulana is cool too. That's a sort of in the vein of Spelunker, Indiana Jones style explorer temple thing, but it's also a bit of a Metroidvania, I think. But it's sort of a modern game evoking an old style, definitely. An old MSX type game. La Mulana 2 is really good too and has a female protagonist. Well, what about this? Getting closer. That's Pink Hour. We already downloaded that one. Wow, they're commenting on their own game from within the game. That's really fun. Keroblaster, huh? Unfortunately, it looks like we're out of stock. What? You don't have Keroblaster? Nope, don't see it here. Sorry, maybe you should check other stores. What's this gonna do? Alright, I guess I'll do just that. Alrighty, I'll look around here a little more too. Oh, wait, is this it? That's the one! Keroblaster, yay! Loose cartridges. Okay, so what that's done is it's just opened a tab in my browser. for Keroblaster on Steam. And there you go. Right now it is $14.50 Australian. Or you can get in a bundle with its soundtrack or a bundle with some other La Mulana games. Sorry, some other Playism games. Oh wow, you can actually get it in a bundle with Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. So there you go. That's a very close connection, as well as La Mulana in the same bundle. So everything's connected, isn't it? Isn't that great? I didn't know Playism did Momodora as well. And yes, I read about this. We now have a hard mode to do, so why don't we do it? Why not? We've got time. This didn't take too long. So, yes, press menu to skip. What's my menu button? That one. Yes, I would like to try hard. Hope you have fun. I can handle it. I've just been going through Keroblaster hard. By the way, I should show you the manual and stuff. So here you can... Oh, can I... Oh. Oh, I should have done that a while ago. Show off that gorgeous pixel art. Hopefully that looks a little better on stream. Maybe I could even do 3 times. Whoa, it's huge. Oh yeah, look, it's so blurry. Now it's going to look much better. Sorry about that. I didn't know that was an option. What do we have for language? English and Japanese, great. But the manual's worth checking out. Shows you how to move and jump. You can use ladders. You can shoot in different directions. There is no weapon switching in Pink Hour. She looks a little disappointed about that. Game autosaves. So this is a replication of all the menu screens from Keroblaster, basically, which would tell you on this screen, this is how you use the shop, but in Pink Hour, we don't have a shop. Yep, game overs. Pink Hour doesn't have a jetpack either. Very funny stuff. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's huge. It's much easier to see. Oops. We've already failed. I'll have to sit further back from the screen. Actually, now I can't see the volume level in orbs. Okay. Is that too loud? Let me know if I should turn it down. Okay. As we can see, hard mode is a little bit harder, but that's okay, we can handle it. Oh! Gibbon says music is fine. Good, thank you. So yeah, what you should know about Keroblaster is that the character control is a little bit floaty, whoops, and you don't have a huge amount of air control. So it takes a little bit of getting used to with how the characters jump and stuff, but it's not too dissimilar to Cave Story, to be honest. So if you have played that, then it won't be too out of place for you. I'm really missing that jetpack, by the way. You get it at a certain point during the game in Keroblaster, and it makes things a lot easier. But yeah, you can see how much harder hard mode is. It's analogous to Zhangyal Mode in Keroblaster, I suppose. How they've given us harder platforming challenges, they've added new enemies to the level, but it's still sort of the same. Zhangyal Mode was a post-launch update to Keroblaster, but it'll be there now if you get the game on any platform. Naughty fish. Yeah, you can jump freely in the water, which is nice. Perfect. I wonder if enemies even drop hearts in this game. Have we seen that yet? Rarely they'll drop 1-up in Keroblaster, which is very helpful. Let's not take on too many enemies if we don't need to. Just make our way through here. Oops. Yeah, the bubbles can be a hazard. Oh, nuts! The bubbles can be a hazard if they push you up into those spikes. Otherwise... Oh yeah, there's a health. That's good. This is so cute. The only thing this game is missing is a name for this character, basically. Oh! I thought I'd be fine there. I think I had to keep running. It's catching up to me. Oh! Yeah, it's better to go grab that one up anyway. Cool beans. All these mechanics are in Keroblaster too. Oh, the little pill bug. Hehehe. It cannot be hurt, but you can ride on its head. Found the important document. What's cute is that she continues to hold it through the boss fight. But yes, no problem. We'll use our skills to get through this. This enemy is not going to be any harder than it was. This bug is just going to complicate things a little, I think. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I dropped a 1-up. Wow. There you go. So just a little bit more platforming. Ooh. No! Okay, concentrate. One cool thing that is maybe not readily apparent is there's a design element to the frog that you can actually see reflected in the logo. The O in Kero is sort of the frog's head with his necktie shown on the sprite there, and you can see that yes, he's an office frog, he's wearing a tie, and you see that on his sprite from time to time when he's turning or something. Oops. Okay. Whereas the blob appears to be naked. But I guess that's fine in this world. Cool, so we cleared hard mode. Great stuff. That was Pink Hour, the playable demo / prologue of Keroblaster. And we did see the frog character during the epilogue of normal mode there. So let's see if the epilogue of hard mode is any different. Excuse me. Here's the document you need. Well, I'll be on my way. Yeah, seems similar. Yep. Okay, that's fine. This is what I expected from the hard mode of Keroblaster, and then it was such a surprise when it's a completely new story mode the whole way through. So it's definitely worth playing it twice if you choose to get the full version there. Going home on time today. There we go. Let's watch this again. There's Frog, our friend. The president is going out. Oh, there's the cat guy. Yeah, I don't know if we saw him earlier, but that's the scientist support character guy. He seems to be holding a clipboard or a book or something, but he also seems to have no eyes or mouth, which is reflected in that official art I was talking about before for the console release. Which looks a little strange. Thank you for playing. Okay, so we got one more. Let's go back. Oh, what's this? Ah, extra scene. Ah, really amazing work, young lady. You're brilliant out there. Actually, after seeing just how capable you are, I have a request to make of you. All shall be revealed on the other side. So I believe that's the guy who's normally in the weapon shop. So yeah, we had a different epilogue after the post-credits. Yeah, no, not after. During the post-credit scene. Huh? Where am I? Ah, this must be setting up for Pink Heaven. The sequel demo, the demo sequel. To be continued, indeed, indeed. Great stuff. Well, let's get right onto that without any further ado, shall we? Pew pew. Okay. Yes, quick game. So, Pink Hour and Pink Heaven both available. Given is intrigued. Cool. So while we're here, let's get that screen up. Oh yeah, baby. Check it out. You can see those lovely pixels in full detail. Ooh! Ooh, that's new. So there's no jetpack in Pink Heaven, but there is an umbrella. You'll find this item somewhere in the game. A far-flying umbrella. While jumping, press and hold again to glide. Oh, that's interesting. It was during one of those interviews with, now I think I recall, it was Derek Yu interviewing him, aka the creator of Aquaria. Yes, he talked in the interview about, it was sort of just after Cave Story had first been released, this interview, and he talked about some things he'd like to explore in a game in the future. One of those is an umbrella mechanic, but he couldn't fit it into, you know, whatever game he was working on. So it's really interesting that it finally arrived in a game like, what, 10 years later or something. Cool. Yeah, alright, we'll look forward to that umbrella. But for now, what is happening here? Let's recap on the story from last time. Perfect. Let's do it. Ah, really amazing. Okay, yeah, this is what we just saw. Great. So the true story is revealed if you beat the hard mode, which then leads into the sequel. Great. Well, that takes care of that. What does that mean? Very sinister. Okay, we wake up in the clouds. Huh? Where am I? Oh! How's that guy? Hey, guy. Blue shopkeeper. Okay, great. It's good to know. My, what is he doing up here? Should I speak to him? Then again, if I approach him, it might seem unladylike. Fancy meeting here. That should do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody help! There's nobody here, lady. Wait, there's really nobody here? I guess they need workers here too. She's the ultimate office lady. Let's go. Oh, that's amazing. So normally you shoot plants and they're destroyed, but up here the plants are withered and your shot brings them to life. That's very cute. Very Origami style. But my jump button didn't work. Have to watch that in the future. Okay. Oh, it just was a little off. I guess I walked off the platform before jumping. That's my mistake. So those platforms are reused from Kero Blaster. I haven't seen any new stuff that's unique to this, but that's okay. Well, the whole clouds and the flowers thing, that's unique. And a welcome addition, I think. So these guys, yeah. Another thing that Kero Blaster has every now and then is a secret where you walk through a wall and find a treasure chest, but this game has no money, so there's probably nothing to find in the way of secrets. But I can at least hope for a heart pickup, maybe. So we should shoot everything. It's such a shame that this is not just included in the console releases. You know, it's just a little thing, but it would add a bit of value. And, well, just a little something extra to do. I'm glad I'm playing it now, though. Oh, here we go. Aha! Hey, mister, what are you playing at? Bringing me up here all of a sudden? I haven't finished work yet. I'm sort of glitching because I'm low on health. What do you need most? Hey? Strength or gentleness? Just one? Just one. Not both? Not both. Let's see. Now, here we go. I think the arc is that you pick strength and find out that it's not what you needed, and then you get gentleness later. So let's do that. Strength, I guess. Please, go ahead. Strength. A little bit strong. Thanks. Well, that takes care of that. Okay. So by getting strength, I've been given the second stage wide shot upgrade from Keroblaster. Or the fan, I think it's called. It's wider, it's more powerful. It's nice. Oh, you know what? If I pick Gentleness, I probably get the Umbrella, which means I'd be able to get over there. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do 2 playthroughs. It's all good. Got some destructible bubbles. Very nice. Oh, those spikes. If you were here during the Momodora stream, yeah, those spikes, very reminiscent again of the ones in Cave Story that were rdein sort of cribbed from to make some spike hazards in Momodora. It's all good. Oh, I still get a 1-up. Great. Oop. I bonked my head on the cloud. That's really interesting. You know what? I think these pipe blocks are a unique asset for this. I don't remember seeing those in Keroblaster. By the way, if you're not familiar, Kero, or Kero, is the sound that a frog makes in Japanese onomatopoeia. And that's why the main character is a frog. Or that's why it has that name. And Kero can be modified to Gero. They're equivalent words, and that's why the name for the original project was Gero Blaster, and then he just changed it to Kero Blaster when the game was retooled. And it still gets the same thing across. Oh, how cute is the up-facing sprite? Whoop. Eh. Whoop. Eh. Her face is amazing. Okay, here's the UFO. There you are. Where's the shopkeeper? Oh. The aliens are speaking a language. Weren't you together? Talking doesn't seem to do much good. These aliens only speak the language of force. Oh. Okay, so it'll be vulnerable when it's shooting at me. And it's shooting those black clouds, so they've got to be evil, right? Oh, and look, when the black clouds hit the flowers, they turned all black and withered. And I can revive them. Very cool stuff. Blue shopkeeper. Are you okay? Oh. No visible injuries. Phew. What? The sky? Uh-oh. Oh? Is that good? Oh, the flowers are falling. Beautiful. Ugh. Hey, I know you. Aren't you the girl who always buys our plum gum? Fancy meeting here. Nice line. She pulled it off. I'm glad you remember me, but I think it's about time we... Uh-oh. They're back. A dinosaur story. Made a move. Yeah. Oh no, we fell through the clouds. Stone-faced. Oh. Yeah. So it's just a dream. Typical. Oh no, I'm going to be late. You see those guys in Keroblaster too. Good morning. Oh, where's the usual shopkeeper? It seems he got injured and won't be back for a while. Oh dear. Please pass on my best wishes. Yes, yes. Have a nice day. That's the train alarm notice thing. Information. Ah, well done on beating the game. You did a great job. Did you enjoy it? By the way, there's another ending in addition to this one. So if it takes your fancy, do come and play again. Alternate endings in a free game? I don't think they needed to go that far. One member of the staff was insisting that there should be multiple endings. So why not stick on a price tag, you say? Ah, if it was already free to begin with, people would feel annoyed, right? But for a small price, there are plenty of fun games out there to experience. This is a really good PSA. For instance, there was that game. You play as the Green Frog Salaryman. What was it called again? Ah yes, Keroblaster. And many others to boot. There's Keroblaster and Keroblaster. Who are you talking to? Did I mention Keroblaster? It's a very good comedy scene. Oh, it's opened my browser again, sending me to Keroblaster's page on Steam. I already bought it, dudes. On console. Cool, cool, cool. Wonderful stuff. I wonder if there's a hard mode or if it's just the same thing again. Let's find out. Nope, no hard mode, but I will get the opportunity to choose gentleness over strength and probably get another ending then, so let's do that. Given says, what nice little games. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And if you want to see more like it with a lot of unlockable weapons and upgrading and all sorts of cool stuff, check out Keroblaster, because it just advances from this style thing and just gets more complex and fun and interesting. It's a great game. And try not to bring too much expectations from Cave Story into it, because it's a different style of game. But it's got all the same kind of charm and music, and it's lovely. So check it out today. I wish I could include it on this stream, but I only have it on console. But hey, that's what Pink Hour and Pink Avenue 4 is for, promoting Keroblaster. Hey, mister. Alright, make sure to pick gentleness this time. Comedy, that's so good. Okay, gentleness please. Here you are. Yes, I got the coveted umbrella that we learned about in that interview. Can't wait to use it. Let's go. I'll be just like Princess Peach in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so we just skipped that part. We'll fast track it over to the UFO. Oh, okay. Still gonna get blocked by that cloud. Did I mention that you can move while shooting in the same direction? Yes, game mechanics. But I will have to get through that boss with just my little pea shooter. That's alright, I've got skills, I hope. Been playing Keroblaster a lot. So it better be good enough. Oh yeah, I should shoot the thing. Oh. Have to do a little jumpy to get high enough. I'll stand on this slope. Ow! Nasty. And I could only take 2 hits. Yes. UFO down, all flowers saved. Let's go. Gentlest ending. The umbrella is cool. I wish I got a little bit more opportunity to use it, but I actually skipped a lot of that middle part of the level. It's a nice mechanic though. The jetpack in Keroblaster basically just works like a double jump. It gives you 1 boost in the air to get more height or length. If you are not touching a direction when you do it, you'll go straight up and you'll get more height. Otherwise, you'll go diagonally. A bit like Ikachan, actually, now that I think of it. And you'll get more horizontal distance. So this dialogue is all the same so far. Oh, that's right. So now I'm falling. So, yeah, there we go. This was definitely the correct order to do these in. Oh, it's so cute. Ah. So it was just a dream. Typical. Oh no, I'm going to be late. What time is it? Like 7? Get to the train. Oh, he's here because he's not injured. Cool. Good morning. Plum gum, please. Plum gum, there you go. Thank you. Sorry, miss, you forgot your change. Oh, sorry. And I think this is yours. Oh, that was him saying that. I think this is yours. What? This, here. You lent it to me. A yellow umbrella. This is... Hey, are you okay? Did you forget what happened yesterday? It wasn't a dream! But that was... I mean... Look, your train's about to head out. Have a nice day. It was all real. Ta-da! And there's both endings to Pink Heaven. Lovely stuff. Oh, there's a president on the left there. Daisuke Amaya, aka Pixel. Program, graphic, character design, SE. Is that sound effects? Kiyoko Kawanaka. Planning, map and level design, scenario and direction, background music. So yes, she did some music for this one. Or the music. Released 2015, the year after Keroblaster. Cool beans. Love it. Oh, a little bit more. Hey. Hello. Hope brother has been having fun with Keroblaster. Yes, he has. I've been playing too. Me too. And I found a hidden stage. What? Where? Well, can I whisper it to you? Sure. Oh, tell me too. Where is your ear? Come on, dude, we're the same species. What? Oh, there's hard mode. Okay, great. We'll do the hard mode. I hope they tell me where the secret level is. I want to know, so I can play it in Keroblaster. Let's do it. Yeah, so there is one after all. You can do 3 playthroughs of Pink Heaven here. Probably best to pick Gentleness if we're going to get that choice again. Oh, that's new. We have a new enemy. Great. They weren't in Keroblaster. Oh, great. Okay. watch out for that. Oops. At this stage, I should just start again. Oh, nice game over screen. Okay, let's go again. That sound effect reminds me of Earthbound, which also reminds me that when I was saying that the font looked really familiar in Momodora, when I finally... Oh, seriously. Just gonna return to title from here. When I finally finished Momodora 1, in the credits it said that the font used was taken from Earthbound, so that's why I recognized it. You know how, I don't know if you remember, but when I was playing the boss from Momodora 1 and struggling with it, it was a dead man's volley situation like Aghanim from Link to the Past. You had to hit the attack back at the boss. Oh, I forgot about the electric stuff, okay. And yeah, I was having trouble with the timing, but I figured out the secret to nailing it every time, and that is just mash the button. You mash your leaf, and it's a really fast, rapid attack. Oh, dang. And yeah, at least in the first game, if you mash, you'll be fine on that final boss. And that's the only way to hurt it too. Mashing does not work as well in the sequel, Momodora 2, which has a similar setup for the ending. Although with a twist that I won't spoil. Oh, seriously? Okay, the jumping's pretty hard. I think I need to focus a bit more. But yes, we can do it. I won't let this beat me, and I have half an hour to do it until my usual stream time is over. So while we're tackling this, let me see if I had any other conversation notes. Yeah, so that's right. Remember how we spotted the character from Yume Nikki in Momodora 2 as like a random cameo Easter egg appearance? I don't know what triggers it, because I played through it again afterwards and didn't see her again, so I don't know what... Yeah, I don't know why she was there or how to make her appear, but I remembered her name, and it's Madotsuki, of course. I have played Yume Nikki. It's a very cool game, very interesting stuff. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can shoot up, because I can take care of this thing right from here. Oh no! It's that floaty jump, it caught me out. Yeah, so Madotsuki. Oh no! Yes. And I talked about the Ikachan reference that I found in Momodora 3. I think I might have said 2 before, but there's a graffiti or graffito of Ikachan very prominently displayed in Momodora 3 about midway through the game. I also had a note here to talk about how well Pixel was supposedly compensated for Cave Story, which I think I've covered, so that's good. Don't want anyone to think that he was treated criminally in the development of Cave Story ports, or unfairly, because really I don't know the inside story. But yeah, that's that. Oh, here we go. A new boss that is a form of that new enemy. Oh, nuts. Very dangerous, floppy enemy. Ah! So fast. Caught me off guard. Okay. No! No! Gonna have to do that platforming again. But yeah, it's cool seeing new stuff in this hard mode. It is a lot like Zhangyal Mode in the real game. Completely remixed and harder in different ways. No, what am I doing? Okay. If I die that early, it's better to just start again. I guess that's all the notes I had. I don't think I'll have time for a full Ikachan run, even if I finish this quickly, so sorry about that, but I'm sure there's other places you can see that. Or just try it out yourself. It's freeware, available on Windows PC. If you don't have access to the North American and Japanese 3DS eShops. Oof. Okay, cool. But that's one I do recommend highly. Ikachan. You can find it on Pixel's own website, which I don't actually know offhand, but you're better off going to cavestory.org because they host a fan translation of the game into English. Yes, we're doing much better this time. Oh, now I can't wait to play it on 3DS, see what they changed. It's just, it hasn't been documented very well online from what I can find. And all I know is that it might have new content, and I'm really keen to see what that is. Maybe I'll even try really hard and translate the Japanese script as I go, which will require a lot of dictionary use. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. Gotta try and get as many hits in as you can while it's flopping, because it'll start doing this and then... Oh, no! That was dumb. Well, this really is hard, isn't it? Okay. Focus time. Yeah, chop under. Give it a few more times. Good. This is going well. A couple of shots. Oh. Oh, yeah, I backed off too much again. There we go. Uh-oh. I better keep my momentum. Hold on a second. Okay. Bust down. Whew. Cool. The story in hard mode is non-existent. Oh, golly. Oh, stage 2. Great. So we didn't get gentleness, unfortunately. It's too bad. No umbrella. I need to be careful. I do have 3 lives, which is nice. And I think they refilled my health. That was a good joke there. Yeah, Gibbon says, oh wow. Yeah. It's bouncing off something down there. But it might just be the bottom of the screen. I think I have to do a leap of faith to that post. Let's go. Whew. Yep, I was right. That's the death plane down there. As much as you can have a plane in a 2D game. Okay, go. Oh, okay. Whoa. Shall I go in the door? Oh, that takes me up here. Yeah, that was a mechanic in some later stages in Kero Blaster's Zhangyal Mode as well. The laboratory stage, I think. Okay. Cool. Oh, I see that one up. Let's go get it. Okay. Do you think I can make that? Yeah. Cool. Oof, feels good. Let's go. What's waiting for us at the end of stage 2? Okay, there's more stage first. You gotta watch that. 2 puffs and a big bundle of tumbleweed or something comes out. Okay, okay, hold on. Ah! Okay, cool. Hid in that alcove. Oh, hurry! Okay, whoo. I'm being super careful right now. Let's go. Yes. Oh. That's no problem. Something's gonna get in the way over here. Yep, I knew it. Ah, they're chasing me. Ah! I better get that one up. There's gonna be another boss. Whoops. Okay. Oops. No, no! Oh no, okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a door there, great. So, what was I going to say earlier? Oh no! This is like the final boss in Castlevania Legends. You fight Dracula. Is it Legend? No, the Adventure. Where you're fighting over some pits. So, it's a final boss that has instant death pitfalls in it. It's pretty rude. Ah! Dang! That shot interrupted my jumping momentum and I fell down. So last week I mentioned that I might be moving on to play some animal games, and those are some gorilla games. That's sort of a follow-on to my Donkey Kong Country gameplay. Oh no! That I did earlier, a month or 2 ago at this point. But I didn't get that because I was distracted by pixel stuff instead, which is a nice follow-on from Momodora. But yeah, probably next week I'll be playing some gorilla games for you. Look forward to it. Classic Mac shareware, which was a bit of a hassle to get running, to be honest. Oh boy. Come on, we can do this. No! It's too greedy. Let's get in a better position. Oh no! Okay, last chance. Last chance. That's good positioning. Nope. No. Okay. Yes, made it. Let's do a bit of a... Ooh! No, I took a hit. Oh, okay. Yes, good, good, good. Whew. Tense. Last hit before death, before game over. Great. Reminder, hard mode has no plot. Non-existent. Complete. If I was playing this through Steam, I would get an achievement there, I'm sure, but I'm not. I'm playing it offline. That's the end. I guess that's the end of the stream too, yeah. I didn't have anything else planned. I don't have time for a full Ikachan run, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's that, and that wraps up the mini-series on Pixel and related games. Unless I decide to do Crotel renovations, we'll see. That's one you should check out if you're interested in games like this, as well as Momodora. That's all I know about, but I'm sure there's others. Pixel's Cave Story was incredibly influential. I'm sure there's lots of other indie devs who have been inspired by it, but that will be an exercise for the viewer. So I hope you had a good time watching this and getting to know some of Daisuke Amaya's other works. Again, Cave Story is really good, so check that out too. But yeah, you can also check out Guxt if you're into shoot 'em ups, Ikachan if you like a more unique swimming control scheme and an undersea adventure game kind of thing. And also Kero Blaster if you want a more straightforward action platform shooter thing. And if you're not sold on Kero Blaster, play Pink Arrow and Pink Heaven yourself, get a feel for the controls, and yes, it's good. And it has the same sense of humor that we've seen here in the cutscenes and such. So yeah, there we go. There's the plugs. And you should definitely go to cavestory.org to see all of these games and information on the commercial games as well. So yeah, it's a great resource for all of Pixel's stuff. So that's cool. Thanks for joining me. This has been fun. I've had a good time. I hope you have too. So until we meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I'm sure we'll meet again some sunny day. Bye. That was so lame. What did I do? Alright, have a good one. Bye.